are live. So, this is your guy D Nice, and we here at Hashtag Hair Game Media Outlet. And the segment, of course, is Barbershop Spillage. So, on this days of Barbershop Spillage, we got this topic. And it's, within the industry. And I'm trying to formulate feelings about, do people really need a license to do cosmetology or barbering? So in the state of Georgia, let me make sure I get it right, they got a bill that's coming out. What is the bill called? The Senate Bill 354.
A bill that would remove licensing requirements for certain beauty services is now headed for the final vote in the Georgia House.
And as WALB News 10's Ashanti Isaac tells us, barbers and beauticians' main concerns are sanitation and liability.
Senate Bill 354 would remove license requirements for some beauty services, including shampooing, beard maintenance, and nails. While senators are saying this will increase jobs, stylists are saying this could have consequences.
I believe that's what my research says. And this bill is to eliminate certain aspects of barbering and cosmetology as far as you getting a license. Now, in my overall opinion, should you have to get a license to be a barber or cosmetology? No, you shouldn't. Barbering and cosmetology is a field where I feel like the state has a threshold over one's creativity, and I'm gonna go as far as saying intellectual property. Because us as artists, any artist, I'm talking about as far as painting, as far as videography, as far as cinematography, I'm trying to say, the cinema aspect of it. It's the one thing about when you're doing things by yourself, because you don't got people on the side that can correct you. You're seeing that's cinematology. That's where I was trying to get out. Anything, like, I feel like the state has overstepped its boundaries as far as licensing. Now, when you go into licensing with the state, you have to pay fees. You have to upkeep things that the state is giving you permission to do. Now, when the state gives you permission to do certain things, then the state also has the authority or the right to take that from you, regardless if you did something within your field or within that licensing. I.e., if you have a cosmetology license. Now, I don't know how it is in Georgia, but in California, they're very keen on doing this. So if you have a license of any sort, the state can take your license away if you don't pay certain type of things off. Just put it like that. And does the state have the right to do that from you? No. The state, you know what I'm saying, bro, if you're traveling and you're going from 2 to 4, the state says you need a driver's license, but a driver's license is a commercial license, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going through that whole rabbit hole, wormhole. I'm not about to do that. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Figure it out some other time. There's hell of other channels online that you can go figure that out with. Just not here. You feel me? So, but to say is that if you have a cosmetology license through the state, then you can do something that's outside of the scope of your license, and somebody can take your license away from you. Now, is that fair? No. Is that practical? No. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you have a license and you do something that's wrong within your field, should your license be taken away? Yes. You know what I'm saying? If you agree to understand and work within the establishment and you do not do that, then your license should be taken away from you. Now, should the state be able to do it? You know what I'm saying? That's just murky waters. But how would you be able to take somebody's license away if he wasn't the state. Now, when it comes to getting a license, you have to pay school. And when you pay a school, if you have the money, then it's cool. You got the money. Now, if that school is accredited to get some type of state benefits from it, then that's also cool too. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't afford to go to school, you do not qualify for the money, guess what? Now, the thing that really drives you to do something, which is hair or cosmetology or barbering, nails, whatever, so forth and so forth, and you can't afford to go to that school, now you're just a sitting duck out here. You know what I'm saying? You can't afford the school. Apprenticeship works, but the only thing about apprenticeship is that, bro, you're literally at the limbs of the shop that you at. And in California, if you are an apprenticeship, or it used to be like this, I don't think it changed, but it used to be like this, is that if you start an apprenticeship at a shop, you have to be at that shop the whole duration of your apprenticeship. Now, people are people. You know what I'm saying? People take authority different. You know what I'm saying? Some people who are in an authoritative situation or authoritative position, they can abuse their power. So now the fact that you have started getting your beak wet in in their apprenticeship, that owner has the right to do whatever they feel like they want to do whenever they feel like they want to do it. Versus if you have a license and you come in and you and that owner or you and that establishment is not seeing eye to eye and you guys are not, you know what I'm saying, working in a cohesive unit, then you can leave because you got a license. You go do whatever you want to do, or you can start your own. You know what I'm saying? Now, back to this. I do agree that when you do want to do hair, or when you do want to do barbering, or you want to use chemicals, or you want to use razors of that nature, you should have training with that. You know what I'm saying? But a certificate would suffice if we had to meet in the middle. You feel me? I don't think anything that you do, you should do without research. You should not be doing unless you have perfected your craft. Now, do barber school or cosmetology school or esthetician school, do they teach you how to do the services? In a broad scale of things. Now, do they teach you how to perfect your service? No, they don't. You can go to barbering school right now. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. You can go to barbering school right now, right? They teach you how to hold the clippers. They teach you what a clipper can do. Do they teach you how to cut hair? No. Because cutting hair, doing hair is objective. When you go to cosmetology school, and I'm a cosmetologist, do they give you the rundown how to do a color? Yes. You get the book. They tell you, you gotta do this part color, this part bleach, not bleach, but I'm having a brain fart. So what was I saying? My phone just threw me off. Yeah, so you have to understand the different parts of when you're doing coloring. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to know when you're lifting, how much you're supposed to lift. You're supposed to know the values. You know, is 1 value or 10 value better than 40 value? You're supposed to know this. You know what I'm saying? Which one is stronger? Which one can you use to cover grades? How do you cover grades? How do you do highlights? How do you do lowlights? How are you supposed to place the foil? These are things that you're supposed to learn in school.
Hashtag hair game. This is an inclusive product for the exclusive clientele. Whether you're at home, on the go, or just going with the flow. Please come and check us out at 1 Southland Drive, Hayward, California.
We're the same hair game.
Or come visit us at hashtaghairgame.com.
We're the same hair game.
Do they give you the background of it? Yes, they do. But do they go in there and actually give you the depths of doing it? No, because you have to go on the floor. That's why it's 2 phases, sometimes 3 phases, depending on what school you go to. Mine's I had 3 phases, excuse me. And phase 1 was learning as far as understanding the literature of what's going on. Phase 2 and 3 was being out there on the floor and doing it. Now, you can be somebody that can be on the floor and you're doing your practicals. Mind you, I went to school a long time ago, so a lot of this stuff a lot of this language may be different or may be new to you, and it just didn't cross over. But for us, we have to do practicals. We have to do a certain amount of practicals to be able to say we finish our hours. So who is that for? That's not for the school. It's not for the licensing part. That is for you. So take that same type of mentality as far as understanding the craft, learning your craft. So again, should you or do you need a license? No, you do not. What you need to do is to get off your ass and learn your craft. Now, to my people that's saying, bro, you need a license, and if you don't have a license, then this can happen, or how do somebody hold you responsible? Hey, you know what? We are getting, us as people that has license versus the people that don't have license, we keep forgetting that we was once the ones that did not have license and was still doing hair. Like, we forget that. You know what I'm saying? We forget, just like when you're a parent, you know what I'm saying, you see your child wilding out, and instead of you looking at yourself as like, hey, you know what, I was that child, that child comes from me. And I remember when I was the one that was wilding out because I didn't know better. You feel me? But now as a parent, you be like, bro, I don't know where this is coming from. I da-da-da-da-da, boo, boo. Not forgetting that you was that same child, and that child probably get that from you. You know what I'm saying? So to turn that back to this licensing, bro, we forget that we was the ones that was in that we didn't have a license. We was the ones that was doing hair in the kitchen. We was the ones doing hair in the living room, in the bathroom, outside. We would be pulling up to do it as a hobby. And I don't care if it was coloring, if it was perms. We don't really do perms like that, but perms or relaxers, weaves, braids, you know, barbering, because you was hitting all the homies up, you was hitting your family members up. And at this time, we wasn't even charging majority of the time, or we was just taking donations. You get what I'm saying? So we have to stop being so mightier than thou type of attitude, because we're starting to lose focus of why we're doing this. We're doing it because we love to do it. And for my people that got their license, this should be a time that it shouldn't even bother you one way or another. A, you have a license, and B, if they do strip the license away, then if you are like me, you understand that if I have a license, that makes me a master of my craft, versus somebody who doesn't have a license, that makes them look like apprentice. I don't want to say the other word. It makes them look like an apprentice. It makes them look like they're just now starting off into this game that we're doing. You know, certain unions, if you work in construction, you don't need a license, but time gives you more pay. So if it's me and I have a license versus somebody who does not have a license, then guess what? I can charge more. And then when it comes down to my clientele, I will overly exaggerate that. Okay, why are you charging a $10, $15 premium? Because Joe Schmo down there or sis down the street, she is unlicensed and she's charging almost market rate. Why would I do that? I'm not about to charge market rate when I have a license that proves that I know what I'm doing. See, if you understand the game, you understand how to be able to run the game as you need to run the game. instead of allowing the game to be ran on you. So I don't care if you don't have a license. Me personally, I have a license. I truly have a license. And I still believe you don't need a license. I don't believe the state or county should be meddling in your business. I believe that you should be in charge of your own endeavors. You should be the creditor. You know what I'm saying? And not allow somebody to debit away from what you got going on. I.e., taxes purposes. You know, I don't want to get too deep into that, but when you work for yourself and there's not a license there, you can do what you want to do for your taxes. Talk to a tax provider or something, you know what I'm saying? And they'll be able to give you that. Again, it's not the channel for that. I'm just giving you little hints and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, I really want people to understand that we as practitioners need to start building our own clientele to what we want to do and not to the degree of what somebody else think we should. You feel me? Because during COVID, they was also telling us hairstylists, barbers, estheticians and et cetera, that we wasn't an essential business. But you cannot go get a job, any type of job. I don't give a damn if it's fast food up to corporate without looking presentable, meaning hair being done, you know, style is on point, you look apart, you look like you want to be good, and then once you get your hair done or you get your hair cut, that gives you the inclination to be great. You get what I'm saying? So, license or no license, we need to understand that, but we're still an essential business. And us as practitioners, we need to be able to put that forth no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Because if we have a license, we're still not essential. If we don't have a license, we're still not essential. But you as the person that's doing this, then you are the person that can make your business essential. So I'm gonna wrap it up like this. Again, in conclusion, do we need a license? No. Should you be able to go and get higher education, higher vibrations about what's going on in your craft? Yes, but that's any craft. Anybody and everybody needs to be going to go look to figure out how they can further their knowledge in whatever they're doing. Because if you don't, then you behind. If you don't understand the newest trends, then you behind. If you don't understand the newest styles, then you behind. Now, should you, should you, but as a person, you should have integrity. Like, do you want to go mess up somebody's head? I doubt it. Do you want to put chemicals together and burn somebody's scalp? I doubt it. And the person that's getting your hair done, are you not researching the person that is doing your hair? You should. You know what I'm saying? Are you putting the ample amount of time of making sure that the person that is doing your hair understands the trade? You should. And if you don't, like, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're adults. And if you are an adult that have a child, you're still an adult. You feel me? Now, if your kid on TikTok or Instagram seeing somebody, then they probably know more than you do, because, you know, the kids and stuff, bro, they pay attention to what's going on. They about to go look on somebody's page. They're going to do their diligent homework as far as trying to make sure that this provider can give you a service that will enhance your needs or enhance your beauty. Or you could be just a walking doll head. I don't wish that on nobody, but again, you know what I'm saying, do your homework. So if they cancel license tomorrow, would I cry about it? Nope. I'll probably still hang my license up. And the reason why is because it's probably coming with a premium. I'm not gonna hold you. Now, would I shun somebody who doesn't have their license? No. Would I hire somebody that doesn't have their license and it's not required? Hell yeah, I'm about to hire their ass. But if I hire them, I'm not a hater though. You feel me? I'm hiring them. I'm going to give them and put into them everything that I know. And this goes for anybody that knows me, really. Like, this goes with anybody that come across me. They know if I had the information, I get the game away for free. I don't charge people for that. You want to learn how to cut? You want to learn how to blend like I blend? Hit me up, DM me. Bro, I would sit there and put a star on your name, and every time that you post something, I'm gonna look and be like, oh, okay, I see you know what you're doing. Or I'm gonna give you, I'm not gonna put it in your comment section, but I'm gonna DM you with the picture and tell you what you should have did better. You feel me? Because, bro, it's enough work out here for all of us. Now, if we put in the real work in teaching people that don't have licenses the real way of how to be productive, how to be productive in the field, then we would be worried about what's really going on. And that's a better conversation. Why is it the people that has the license not reaching back to the people who don't have the license and making sure that they A1? Because when you're in school, they do not teach you how to work in the field. That is case by case, client by client, shop by shop, establishment by establishment experience. So, us that's been in this game for a long time, start reaching back out and stop waiting on mistakes. Create tables, create groups, create places and spaces for us to be able to thrive together. Now, everybody can't work well with each other, and I'm not promoting that. What I am promoting is you work well with the people that you work well with, and then you build up your institution like that. Because you cannot come at this as a singular person and think that we're all supposed to thrive. This is an $80 billion industry. You need to act like it, you know. So, man, that's my thoughts, bro. Another episode of Barbershop Spillage. So, you let me know what you think. Am I wrong? Did I say something that was insightful? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Actually, leave a comment. Let's talk about it. And I read the comments. I got tough skin. And I also reply back. So, let's talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, you know, just share or subscribe or follow. I don't know where you're getting this at because I put it on all platforms. So, this is Guy D Nice, man. I'm signing off. You know, man, like I want to say, you know, fuck their license. I want a whole video without cussing. I had to end with a cuss word. Nah, yeah, so, you know, and if you don't say fuck the license, go get your license, man. And fuck everybody else. You know, this is us. We the people, not them. Peace.
Hashtag hair game. This is an inclusive product for the exclusive clientele. Whether you're at home, on the go, or just going with the flow. Please come and check us out at 1 Southland Drive, Hayward, California.
For the same hair game.
Or come visit us at #hairgame.com.
We're the same hair game.